We're live here in the International Business Times newsroom. My name is Michael Learmonth. I'm here with Carrie Flynn, tech and social media reporter, to talk about something very meta for Facebook Live, which is Facebook itself. Now, Carrie, Facebook's in a bit of trouble this week. What happened?
Well, the first thing that came out against them was a report by Gizmodo last week where the reporter spoke with former news curators who are in charge of Facebook's trending topics section. And the report alleges by these anonymous sources that the trending topics aren't exactly always just what's most popular on the network, that actually there are biases perhaps in what is selected to be shown on the network.
Okay, so what has Facebook conceded here? They've now conceded, okay, humans are involved, right?
Yeah.
But they're saying no, that they didn't preference a topic or promote Black Lives Matter as was sort of alleged in that story.
Yeah, they're denying the fact that a report by these anonymous sources said that they perhaps inject topics. That word just means perhaps something wasn't exactly at the top of the feed, but they decided that they wanted to display it on the network. And from what they say and how it's done before, they've only said it's most popular. There are just all these terms of what exactly trending means on Facebook.
Right. So we're talking about trending topics on Facebook. So this is not something that appears on mobile, right? It's kind of an obscure part of the Facebook desktop app.
Yeah, it appears on the right side of the desktop app, and then it appears when you touch the search bar on mobile, which people do, honestly, but most people on Facebook will just scroll through it. It's more like the news feed. And Facebook news feed has also been talked about. It's all algorithm based, but the fact that's purely algorithm. There's no one curating it.
Right. So Facebook has become extremely important in the dissemination of news. Obviously, 1.5 billion users spend 50 minutes on it a day. We're making this content right now for Facebook, so it's not lost on us. Is Facebook a media company? Shouldn't they be able to curate the news in the way they like?
I think they just have to be transparent about it. That's what's really being alleged here. Right now, like I said, the definition of trending topics is known as most popular, but there's these charges against them that there's biases in what's being selected as popular. So us as a news organization, yes, we make editorial decisions every day, but we put it out there that we're a media company, and that's how media companies operate. Facebook sees itself as a technology company. Sure, they have people in charge of media, but they don't disclose what these potential biases are.
Yeah, it feels like they're a little bit shocked at the sort of, the ripple effect that this has caused. And now, I guess, Facebook executives are going to be hauled in front of the Senate. I mean, what do you expect to happen there?
Yeah, these reports that came out actually inspired the U.S. Senate Committee on Science and Commerce to charge Facebook with having to disclose what these quote-unquote rigorous guidelines are that they have to trending topics. So yes, they denied the reports that they have biases, and now Facebook is going to have to own up to making sure that's completely true.
Right. This of course triggered a brush fire in conservative media. Since the allegation was that they were suppressing conservative news. And now, the awkward part is Facebook's actually sponsoring the GOP convention.
Correct, yeah, so that is evidence for them not potentially being biased as a whole entire company. Sure, it's pretty obvious where Mark Zuckerberg leans for his politics, and there's reports that come out that most Facebook employees actually donate to Hillary Clinton, but Facebook as a company chose to sponsor the GOP convention and the Democratic convention this year.
Right. So what does that entail? Just putting their names on things? And
it means actually putting money into it, and yes, having a booth at the GOP and the Democratic convention where people can come and see all this data that Facebook has about the conversation. Actually when Facebook responded to the Gizmodo report, they said that the 2016 election has been the most popular topic on Facebook. So here they are showing that they have all this wealth of conversation.
Right. I mean, it is. I mean, the bigger issue here is, just what is Facebook's role in public life, in discourse, in this election in particular? Since so much of what we understand about what's happening through the news is filtered by Facebook.
Yeah. Now what they're being charged to do, come to the Senate and be transparent about what they're showing and how they select it.
Right.
If they want to be a liberal-leaning company, then they kind of have to say it.
Right. So it's not so much about bias, but about actually just showing how the box works.
Exactly. But they could argue that those are potentially trade secrets. So we're going to have to see what's up for debate for how much they'll say.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Yeah. Oh, definitely read the story below. We got our coverage right at the link in comments. Thank you very much.